So let me get this straight. Arnold had his movie, and then Jason Statham had his, Sylvester Stallone is having his, and pretty soon we'll see Bruce Willis again. Coincidence? I think not. Bullet to the Head is the latest entry into these 1980s kind of tributes to the old action movies. It stars Sylvester Stallone and Sung Kang, and it is directed by Walter Hill. The film follows the story of this hitman and this cop. As they both witness their partners getting killed right in front of them, they team up so they could finally defeat their common enemy that they have with each other. Based off of the trailers promoting this film, I wasn't really excited because most of the trailers that I saw from the movie weren't really anything worth interesting about. As big of a fan I am of Sylvester Stallone, the movie just felt subpar and the whole story just didn't really attract me as much. However, I am partial to these kinds of cheesy 1980s action movies, so I was optimistic once I was going into the theater. And despite the fact that this film has its entertaining moments, it is unfortunately very mediocre and is only worth a Friday night red box. The film's ensemble is competent, with the whole cast doing an okay job for what the script is giving them. Stallone and Kang do a good job as they are partners in this movie as they team up. They have good chemistry and camaraderie with each other. The rest of the cast do a competent job as well. They are all okay for what they're given. Nobody is necessarily terrible in this movie, but because of this lackluster script, nobody is really worth talking about when you go home. Also, Walter Hill gives a very inconsistent kind of direction to this film, which is obvious as you can see how he films this movie with the action sequences he has. Many of these action sequences are filmed with shaky cam, and it is very incomprehensible. On top of that, with this very poor editing that I see throughout the movie, it just made it feel like I could not tell what was going on throughout the film. Also, going back to how much I think the script is very mediocre, the script just has really poor character development with all of them, which just shows how you just don't feel invested with these characters at all when these situations happen. And even though some of these action sequences could be exciting in some parts, you just don't care for what's going on because you have no investment with these characters whatsoever. The film does have its moments though, as many of the action sequences are entertaining, and since this movie is only 90 minutes long, it goes by pretty fast and it doesn't really bore me that much. It is unfortunate though because they could have done a better job with this film because of how many plot holes and errors that this movie had and how much I think it had better potential to be. It could have been a more interesting story than what you get from here. It could have been more than just a disposable action flick. A much better story could have complemented this movie with some okay and entertaining action sequences, and it could definitely would have benefited if they focused more on the dynamic between Sylvester Stallone and Sung Kang. Going back to, again, how these characters are so cliched from all these action movies we've seen before, you could tell that the scriptwriters and the director just felt like they just grabbed some random plot from action movies from the 80s from the toilet bowl and just put it out there and just make a quick buck. I could give it credit though for showing that the cast definitely looked like they were having a fun time with this. Unfortunately though, the movie just is subpar and could have been so much better than it actually was. And despite me being entertained in some moments in this movie, I could have spent $1 at Redbox to watch this instead of $10. That being said, Bullet to the Head has some entertaining moments in here, but because of the poor direction and very poor script, it just falters and is only worth a rental at best. Overall, I give Bullet to the Head a 2 out of 5. Anyways guys, thank you for watching this review. If you want to see my written review of Bullet to the Head, you can click my link down below at greenarcreviews.wordpress.com. You can also like my page at Facebook. Also, please subscribe up there, leave a comment down below, like this video, share this on Facebook and Twitter, and thank you guys for the support, and thank you for helping me reach 40 subscribers. I am very thankful for that, and until next time guys, I'll see you in my next video.